going on, everyone? Hope you're having a lovely day. It is Valentine's Day. This is the Starz League. I am your host, Poet. It's the same thing every single week. We discuss the football that's happened on the Monday night, and I have some wonderful guests to discuss it with. Now, Tuesday I'm single. I should have a beanie, like a Rihanna or something to talk about it with. Unfortunately, money doesn't care about me that much, but we do have some wonderful people that are my friends. We are going to show them some immense love, loads of clapping. Everybody, make noise for two individuals, CASHH and SMILA. My brother, how are you, family? SMILA.
Come on, man.
Family.
So you're saying Valentine's Day and you're here with me?
Yes, it's lit.
So the killer is, the truth is, it's actually not Valentine's Day, we're just bringing it out on Valentine's Day. I'm sure you like plans. You gotta keep it 100. It's the internet, we can't lie, fam. And Tuesday, Valentine's Day, I'm by myself, so I like that consistency to stay. Look, football-wise, I don't know if you've seen much of the league so far, but it is absolutely crazy. It's been kicking off. It's week 2 right now. Week 1 was really good. Well, you lot footballers back in your day, I know, SMILA, you was alright. Not bad.
Decent there.
CASHH, how was you? What position did you play?
Centre mid, up front, right wing.
Damn, bro, explosive. Explode.
Ask about me, man.
Ask about me.
Tell you.
SMILA, Bournemouth days. Oh, good days.
Yeah, striker, right wing, active, you know. Van straight business.
And then straight into the music. Obviously, most musicians' excuse is an injury. I'm waiting for the musician just to go, I wasn't good enough. Like me. I just wasn't good enough. And now I'm over here doing my thing.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, first games we're going to be watching is Big Zeeks versus Joe Black. Both teams recorded a win in week 1. The question is, who wins the game to go top? Let's find out right now with commentary by Mark.
Welcome to Starz League week 2. I'm Mark Pendergast, and this is Joe Black versus Big Zeeks. Big Zeeks in the yellow. Lovely play there. Look at that. He must have arrived late. He's not had time to take his tracksuit bottoms or hat off. Oh, that is sensational. Well, he may have arrived late, not had time to take his hat and tracksuit bottoms off, but that boy can play. Big Zeeks happy on the sideline, invading the pitch himself and then closing the door to not allow anyone else to do it. Like his style. Again, dominating the play, the yellow shirts. Oh, so nicely done. It's easy, isn't it? That man scored again. A quick can to celebrate. Then get in there, you lot. Then run on the pitch. Get in there, you lot. Crowd control and pitch invasion in one easy movement as we watch that goal again. Lovely done with the left foot. I think for Big Zeeks it's a case of do as I say, not as I do. Here we go. Bargy. They're pushing each other. Hold on, the big fella's here. Oh, what a finish that is. Top corner. Well, the cameraman struggling to keep up there. Get in, you. My job to invade the pitch. Oh, look at that. Little jink. Scored with his left foot. Tell you what, I'll do it with my right as well. What a player. I've been showing those body cam pictures tonight. Oh, well, from their own half. Little layoff. Joe Black finally got on the score sheet. Not too much celebration, but a beautiful left foot strike, top corner. Foul in there, no doubt about that. Well, it looks like the only way he will stop him is if you do kick him. But it only lasts so long before he does that. Big Zeeks, get off. Well, the use of cliche there from Big Zeeks, excellent. Calling a 0-0 when you've just scored. In other words, concentrate, boys. Oh, what a strike that is. Beautifully done. Goalkeeper falling backwards, get nowhere near it. Oh, that's lovely play. He scored from his own half. Can he score now? He certainly can. He's got power. He's got poise as well. Lovely little dink into the far corner. Sat the goalkeeper down, laid the goalkeeper down, and then just bounced the ball over him. Beautifully done. But straight away. Across the goalkeeper at the other end, we get the goal. Putting a little up, starts down. Big Zeeks dominating this game at the moment. Good save by the goalkeeper, but guess who's there? Yellow shirt. Well, it's not 0-0 now. I don't think he needs to say that again. He went for the dreamy picture, and then we watch the goal once again. Oh, brilliantly done. And again, across the goalkeeper, far side. It's far too easy. They make it look simple. They made the complex look easy. Look at that. Brilliantly done on the left-hand side. It'll roll back the sole of the foot and into the far corner. And that will do us.
Hey, listening.
This is crazy.
Starz League.
Yeah.
2 games, 2 wins.
Yep.
8-2, Joe Black.
Yep.
We came, we had a plan, it worked. Love to Kurt. Put out a full team, man. It's done, man. Nothing more to say. Still early doors. Another 3 points. Yeah? 6 out of 6, let's go.
Let's go. Starz League. Thank you, Big Z. Joe, just tell us how you're feeling after this match.
You know what it is. You know what it is. We can give it. We can take it. So we can give it. So we lost to the best team. That's all it is, man. You know what it is. We won last week. So.
A little 8-2 win for Zeeks' team. I heard he brought half of England with him.
Fam, all of the yard man them.
Every yard man.
The one shilling ton area.
Doug, so was you not responsible for bringing everyone, or do you remember kicking ball and everyone just being there for an opposition team and you're just like,
I'll be real with you, fam. Man never done that. Like his Zeeks' support system is crazy. Like,
that is crazy. I don't even think I see most men come up to your show and be that supportive. These men are coming to a football tournament being this supportive.
bro, they scored 8 goals, and every goal was
that the first goal?
Man on the sideline screaming, "It's 0-0." Play like it's 0-0.
Zeeks, it's not 0. You're asking man to lie to themselves. So at the end of the game, did we say it's 0-0 then?
No.
SMILA, I want to ask you, how intimidating is it to play in an atmosphere where you know you are the away team?
No, it's serious business, especially when you got the support system like that. You got to be on job, plus there are certain players that was really doing their thing, so...
Proper, we'll get on to him in a minute. CASHH, SMILA, could you say it's kind of like going to a show and you don't even know if your people them are there? Like when you do your own show, boom, live. But when you go do a show and you're like, wait a minute, is this even my crowd?
Facts. It's almost like you have to look for your audience within your team.
Jesus.
You can't even rely on anybody in the stands or anybody outside. You know what I mean? You just got to look at your brethren like, we're lit. We're doing all right.
Is that the performance you walk off stage and you're like, cuz we ain't doing this place again, fam.
But there's a lot of times man's been in that position, it just determines your character.
Yeah, for sure.
And how good are you at doing your thing? You know, the one there, certain man walk with authority, so
Therefore,
it could be any crowd.
and you can feel the difference. You see, if you're assertive in what you're doing, eventually you can sense that the energy changing. It's like you're up. However, you're sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's that respect now.
When you get that feeling, you can kind of
Function, I hear you. I'll tell you one man that definitely I reckon some people will be looking at as an op, definitely Joe Black, is the boy in the woolly hat.
The woolly hat.
Yeah, fair in the centre.
We need to find out his name though.
But I'm hearing he's an England international for...
He looks like he's in the
that ain't fair.
international fan. He's doing a lot. It was tag team though. He was with the next brother.
The other, Gwen Doozy as well.
Yeah.
Because Joe Black, I can't lie to you, but you're my brother, but big man.
Keep
see
up.
me. See this sofa? This is as far as I'm going, big man. You got to sit down. Get it to the youth there. Get the stick out and call it a day. Because some of the turns... What happened to hypo is illegal in 75 countries for football.
The only reason why I'm not going to get onto Hypo and Joe Black's team is there is a fucking England player playing.
That's really
I need to
good
see that man playing
They're
on another
good.
game.
Their team's good. Because remember, this is a team that won last week, gone into this week confident, but what's happened to them? It's just bringing back memories of Old Trafford Arsenal. It's mad.
In the reality check was peak.
I can see Theo Walcott walking off the field right now, and now he's got Kane roll. That is how life can take a turn for the worse. So what's your thoughts on Big Zeeks' team? Who is going to stop them? England internationals, Gwen Doozy.
They're looking like the team right now, but
Defo, but to be we ain't seen
We ain't
all
seen
of
it.
it. So maybe after the next, maybe that's the last question.
Maybe
After
that
we've
is the
seen
last-
all of the teams, then we can determine whether or not they're unstoppable. They're looking zooped up. Hella zoopy still.
Got Donny. Yeah. I'm catching everyone off guard now. These are going to be quick
we're here
ones.
today.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the W today. We're gonna get the W. You know what time it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're watching Pro Green's team and J2K.
J2K.
How are you feeling about their team right now?
I'm not too sure about
Camera's
Bizzle's
behind
team.
you, by the way. But
I'm not
yeah.
too sure about. I'm not too sure about Bizzle's team. Pro Green's team's looking all right still, but we don't care about that. We care about my team. My team. Get me? My team only. We don't care about these looks. You know these.
Starz League Week 2, I'm Mark Pendergast, and this is Kojo Fun's Don EE versus Ramz. I say Kojo Fun's, he's actually in Dubai on holiday. Or should we call it a mid-season break? Well, it's a mid-season break where the coach has not bothered taking the rest of the team. They're here in Billericay. Similar level of glamour, by the way. It's a change of play. There's the chance. There's the finish. He was central to the goal. And Don EE. They open the scoring. Simplest of finishes. Again, dominating possession. Goalkeeper beaten at the near post. He won't be happy with that. His two defenders on. He was saying the ball was out of play. Well, close the gates, keeper. Come on. Don E again. Oh, crashes it into the far corner. It's too easy. 3 up already. Again, they look at the linesman and then find out there isn't one. It's just a referee. Now for Donny E, red attack forward. And immediately goes to the far end. Just one step ahead all the time. There's pass and move, pass and move. A bit of slippage there. And the shot off the netting and out. Again, brilliant finish. It's that point, isn't it, where you're not celebrating too much. Because you know you're running away with the game. Thumbs up will do it. That's all we need. Simple finish, just quick. The goalkeeper wasn't set. No chance in the end. Oh, that is a good strike from Donny again. Central. Too many gaps between the defenders. It makes it far too easy. As emphasised by me saying far. And here we go, far too easy again. Oh dear. Brilliant play. But giving up possession and no one closing quickly. We're now down to the slight fist bumper celebration. That shows they're dominating. 1 roll, 2 rolls. Roll the keeper over. Roll it into the back of the net. For a forward. Results in a goal. Ramz on the score sheet. Goalkeeper probably 1 step to his left too much. Just open up the goal. And Ramz took full advantage. Oh, what a strike that is. Well, they're starting to show signs of life, Ramz. Someone's brought out the football equivalent of a defibrillator. And what a strike that is into the top bins. Staff on the side are happy. And then they realise the real scoreline. Super slow-mo there. That wasn't his voice, it's not that deep. Oh, bottom corner, brilliantly done. You could see from that angle as well, there was barely a gap. It was a ball's width. And Ramz getting excited now. They smell blood. On the far side, oh dear, well, he made it look easy, and then the easiest part, crashed it over the bar, but finally, back of the net. Normal service resumed. Again, they find that gap, don't they? Tiny gap. Size of the ball, that's all they need. Oh dear. Well, far, far, far too easy for Don EE. Ramz not really closing down there. You can spin a 360 and then put it in the back of the net. You know, it's pretty easy. There we go. Final whistle gone. Convincing victory with Don EE without Kojo funds. Who needs him?
Okay, right, cool. Ramz, what happened?
Do you know what, yeah? I feel like, no excuses, we're a new team. We're a new team. But all I'm going to say is this time, yeah? Look, he's laughing at me because he knows he's there as well. No, do you know what?
We're just waiting for what you're going to say.
I gave the boys a team talk. They followed instructions, but it was too late in the game. When we started scoring goals, that's when I started seeing the desire. That's when I started seeing them wanting to run for me. By then it's 6-3. And I said to myself, said to someone on the sideline, whoever gets the next goal, they're going to win the game. And they got the next goal, so they won. And the way football works, it's a mental thing. When they scored at 6-1, and no one ran for the ball. 6-2, oh, I'm going to jog for the ball. 6-3, everyone's sprinting for the ball. So I said, cool, let's see how long this can go on for. Yeah? It didn't go on for that long. They scored, heads back down. Back to square one. So, in football, 2 weeks in now, everyone's saying Ramz out. But, like I said last week, if we lose at the 4th week, I can tell you we're not winning the league, but we might finish top 4. However, right now, we're still in it. And the best teams lose a couple games, come back and win. You know what I'm saying? So next week, we will win.
Confusing game for me, upsetting to a certain extent, purely because it looks like the keeper was operating like a lamppost, didn't really move that much, quite stationary firm. It makes you think to yourself, is Kojo and Donny's team that good, or was it just because their man had an absent father in goal and just wasn't there?
I feel like it weren't just the keeper though, even the team themselves. Like early on in the game, it seemed like the
body language.
Yeah, it's like
they wanted to be there.
Yeah, from early. So
yeah, but have you ever had a game like that though, where you don't have a goalkeeper and you just throw a man in there that was the last pick, and you don't even go into the game with real confidence?
Defo.
But I would say that when the first goal went in for Kojo and that's team, their heads dropped, man, for Ramz.
Yeah.
Like, they just look like, you know.
Yeah. Do you know what I think happened? You know, like before man's even gone on the pitch, man's realised that the goalkeeper thing is a myth. So it's like you're already the minute one's gone in, you're like, I told man.
I hate that.
Our team's going to the Barcelona games, man.
Yeah.
You know, man know that they've lost already.
Oh, I hate it. Yeah. I hate when like you're kicking ball and you've got a dodgy keeper. We all know he's dodgy. And then he just proves to people that don't know he's dodgy as well. You're like, big man, you could have kept
But when man's active, that makes us even go even harder though. Because we know that we have to protect man.
Yeah.
In theory.
Like they were protecting him.
So they should have been protecting him a little bit more.
That's what I feel like the blame was just, it was easy to put the blame on him. If we know he's shaky, let's not even let the ball get near him.
Fully.
The keeper, man.
But separate to that, I'd say Kojo and Donny's team, they're looking like higher competition still for Zeeks' team. I want to see that game still.
Do you reckon that right now from what you've seen, because obviously we've got the scores in front of us so we can say those are two high scoring games, and are you excited I'm excited for that game.
What was the score in that last one?
That was 8.
8-3.
Yeah, the one previously was 8-2. When you're scoring that many goals, you're that confident, the football's good. My money's still on Zeeks' team.
Yeah. You know, like their one was more of a they had to grind more through.
Them men look like they go training.
They go training,
as a team. You know them ones.
And the other ones,
they just look like they can ball. Like the man that are balling, they're just balling. You get me?
They're friends. They don't play that much together, but So what does this mean for Ramz' team? I've never seen Ramz that animated in my whole entire life.
Ramz is active on the sideline still.
Ramz needs to get on the pitch.
I hear he's a good football player.
Yeah. From what I've seen on Insta.
Serious?
He plays quite frequently, so
why did he not play?
I heard it's because he's put confidence in his team where he never played.
Yeah.
But you learn. You learn.
I think, bro.
He'll definitely play next week.
Imagine that's the confidence he's put in the team. They've done that. Do you trust him again next week to make a decision?
It's either that or he already knew the goalkeeper situation.
So he said, I'm not my brother.
Yeah, technically, it's my team, but I weren't playing.
Listen.
So now it's a question of, would they have won if Ramz was playing? Find out next week.
Find out. I can't lie to you. That cop out is something definitely a couple man in Ferry Lane would have done. SMILA.
Yeah, for real.
You know the ones where they're like, oh, do I feel unwell? Because they know what time it is.
It's about to get a bit peak still.
And then at 90 minutes, it's like, because if I was playing, I would have.
Yeah. But we'll see, innit? We'll see.
We will see as we move on to the next game, which happens to be BBK versus Bushkin.
Top of the league, Bushkin.
Boy, we're in the building again, ready, ready for the next challenge.
Yeah, where's the rest of the team? Everyone's kind of.
Yeah, man, know, our team, man, unity, strength, we're all sticking together, man, just making our presence be felt.
So you are top of the league. How do you feel right now?
No, man, we're feeling good, but we're not gonna make it go to our head. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking and making sure that everyone knows what we're doing. So yeah, man, we're just here to do it again. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, keep focused and you know them style there.
Who are you playing this week?
Well, better know we're playing BBK.
Okay, you ready for them?
Yeah, man, we're ready for anyone, to be honest with you now. Yeah, and as I said last week, teamwork makes the dream work. There's a lot of good individual players here, but nothing beats a team, man.
Starz League Week 2. I'm Mark Pendergast, and this is BBK versus Bushkin. And the early strike from their own half. How about that? Body cam. Strides towards the goal scorer to congratulate him. Look at that distance, and look how much space he had. Basically, nothing. Maximum BBK, very aptly named at this moment. BBK, play it in. Well, don't give him space. Oh, or he'll do that to you. Have you seen what he's done previously? Don't give him that much space, or you will get punished. As we can see, close the ball is the maxim here. Bottom corner. Keeper absolutely no chance. Sheer pace took it past him. Dominated at the moment. Maximum BBK. Decent save by the wall and the keeper. A bit of coordination there from Bushkin. Man who scored long range twice. He's given the ball away. And we have a goal. They're back in it at 2-1. It was a mistake by the goal scorer. We'll let him off though, scoring 2 from his own half. He gave away possession. There was a press up to punish himself there, as you can see. Next one, BBK, great ball across to the far side. There's the strike through the keeper's legs. Close the gates, keeper. Sheer power beat him. Doesn't do it justice when you see it in the replay. A bit harsh on the goalkeeper. As a former keeper myself, I'm in the union, you see. Powerful strike. Bushkin. Twist and turn through. And they pick up the ball. It looked more composed in possession. Maximum BBK. Big sharp turn, he eventually does. To the far side. Needed to be in front of the player though to any real impact going forwards. So they have to go backwards to build again. There they are forwards. Oh, there's the touch. There's the strike. Oh, brilliant finish. Well, it was the roll and the push through the legs. On the right-hand side. Look at this. Pull, push. There you go. All sole of the foot. Brilliantly done. The surface is pretty hard and perfect for anything you can do with the sole of your foot. If you adapt quickly, you'll leave your strike partner smiling like that. Referee, just making sure people are off the pitch. Get out. I think that's what she just said. Like someone who's in charge of Prince Albert in EastEnders. Get out. Mainly what it is there, isn't it? People getting barred. Drinking at lunchtime. Slippery slope if you do that, by the way. Stick to something healthy. Like indoor football, like we're doing here. I'm sure there may be a pint or two consumed after the game. There'll definitely be celebration pints for BBK. They are playing really well at the moment. They're just finding the gaps. Every strike they make is across the goalkeeper, gives him little chance. It's casual. It's easy. It's effective. It's breaking Bushkin's heart at the moment. Has that control with the sole of the foot. It's a roll and strike. And a fake strike in the end. And keeping possession so nicely here. 7-8 passes. Do we get the shots? We get the roll back and we get a finish. Well, in the 2 weeks we've had the Starz League, that is the best goal we've seen so far. Look at that. Opens it up. He's not going to miss from there. Brilliantly done. Well, there's some ballers on this team. They've got the skills, but they can also play. They're effective with it. We've seen plenty of skills on the pitch here that lead to absolutely nothing. Theirs are absolutely devastating. Bushkin, the wind out of their sails at the moment. And there's that roll, there's that technique. Brilliantly done. So effective. Oh, how do you keep up with it? They've got a body between you and the ball. They can roll it, they can move it, they can strike it. Left foot, bottom corner. The keeper's finally got a chance to make a save there as the shot came in at him. And again, they pick up possession, maximum BBK. Well, they are a perfectly named team after that performance. Big victory for maximum BBK.
The moral of that story, never put a Rasta man in goal. A man scored from the car park, and next man scored from the toilet. It was just going crazy in that game. Boys, thoughts on a situation like that? We've had a couple of dodgy goalkeepers. What's one of the worst situations you had as a goalkeeper when you're playing?
Flipping out when the team knows. When the team knows the keeper ain't too good.
Yeah. As we were saying before. So what do you do about a situation like with the Rust? Because if you take a look at the scoreline, it suggests the game is a lot more closer than the previous game. So there's half a chance of getting in there. So you're not going to be completely demotivated because you're like, we're close.
I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I think's happened? Yeah, keeping it 100. Do you know what I think's happened? I think the difference in the Russ's team is they were protecting him. Whereas with Ramz's team, they weren't protecting him. You understand? Could have been a lot more. I don't think that score sheet is based on the Russ's ability to be a keeper.
The goals were mad.
Yeah.
The goals were mad. The confidence.
To be fair, if I see a Russ, I'm beating it from 30 I'm thinking I'm beating my team.
Because you don't even want to be there anyway.
30 yards, 20 yards.
Rasta man are peaceful. They just help out now. What, you need a keeper? We're there to help out now.
So I feel like that's what it was. Like, even though they were protecting him, them lot was just beating it from
there. And to be fair, he only conceded 2 more goals than Maximum, who is actually a goalkeeper. But Boy Better Know did win. Comparing them to the other sides, do you think they have as much ability, or do you reckon they're slacking a little bit when it comes to
maybe not flair-wise, like like the skills and all that, but like Maximum's team was a lot more like structured and like when everyone's level in it, like everyone's on the same kind of mindset, and I feel like they could still give the other teams a good game.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like where Bushkin's team were lacking was the companionship. Like I didn't see 2 players look like they even know each other. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't any interaction like consistently. It's kind of like just the
we're just here, just the Russ getting beat.
That was probably one of the main differences though between the 2 teams as well. You know what I'm saying? Them that was more working together as a unit, innit? Now we say 2 banks of 4 and
you remember that?
Yeah,
make sure
defend from the front and
it looks like one thing that gives people a bit of an edge right here is support, because teams are scoring goals, teams are playing good football, but it just looks like to me after watching the 3 games that if you've got a lot of support there, that might, I know it sounds mad cliche, that might be the 12th man. That might be the thing. If you just get at least 15, 20 people to deviate their... So if I would say one of these teams bring 20 people as well, and they can deviate Zeeks' fans' attention over to their group of people, it kind of takes the heat off the game, do you know what I mean? Because there was no one to protect Hypo when Hypo was, where I'm coming from. Hypo was just taking, he's a big man, he just deals with it all himself. But imagine Hypo's fans were there, they're like, yo, whatever, man, he's a baller. It might have made Hypo feel a little bit better, and you know, I'm coming from. Go on, Hypo. You need some of that, man. We need some of that. Well, who knows what will happen in week 3, but we're not done with week 2. Here are the remaining games. Have a watch of this.
Starz League Week 2, I'm Mark Pendergast. We have Professor Green in the green, funny enough, and J2K Bizzle in the red. And early running being made by Professor Green's team. The crashes off the bar. There's the volley, the scissor. Didn't quite work, but they pick up possession in the midfield and gently roll it back to their keeper. And they're definitely making the early running here. Professor Green's team. Oh dear, keeper. Hands like crisp packets once again. Gets away with it though. Just. Let's do the rest of the team. Midfield battle there. Professor Green's team just going backwards to go forwards. Finally do get it forwards. Big shot of a keeper, but it's outside the area. There's the shot in at the near post. Keeper no chance. Fired it in as that man's just pointed out. Professor Green's team with their coach leading in green. Coordination, as was that with that shot. J2K, Bizzle shot, good cut save by the goalkeeper. Got a strong left hand to it. The shot whistles past the keeper. Crashes off the barriers at the side. Professor Green's team undaunted, push forward. Coach is scratching his head, but he doesn't need to give them any ideas at the moment. They've got them all on the pitch. There's the cheeky back heel. And the even cheekier finish now. Well, have you ever seen that before? A 1-2 with a back heel, followed by a somersault. I tell you what, get that lad to the circus this summer. That is entertainment. Look at that. And the somersault to finish. Brilliantly done. There's not one. Often you get one back heel. We had 2 there. Second one scored. And J2K Bizzle, a little devoid of ideas at the moment, devoid of pace. It's all about Professor Green. Creeps under the goalkeeper, who hides his head on the AstroTurf. Yep, that says it all. He's not happy. Don't blame him. Cruising at the moment. Professor Green's team rolls it under the keeper. There's his head on the AstroTurf there. Bits of black rubber stuck to his head now. So rare moment of possession. That's 2 passes in a row. 3. And a shot. Oh, it's the cheeky dink. And a big shout from the coach there. The cliche. Come on. Well, the cheekiest of dinks. The coach encourages his team. Look at that. The dink. Strange name. But in that case, the execution was perfect. Dink away. The foot being used again, so popular on this pretty tough surface in Billericay. Keeper's out well. Mr. Green, great strike into the bottom corner. Big sweat stain there, he's been working hard. But that's a lovely interchange of play on the edge. Goalkeeper can't get down quick enough. And it's tiny celebrations at the moment, as they are cruising. Off the wall, should have tested the goalkeeper a little bit. Telling his team to get back. And they're back in numbers, there's 3 there. And they've won possession in the midfield now as well. Twist, a turn, a touch, a roll across the sole. Kept possession really nicely there, J2K Bizzle. Oh dear. Well, so wide almost the linesman saved it. If there was one. Not too much to say at this stage really. Who can blame him? Lovely first touch there. And then it's the final whistle. Greeted by a bit of choice language. But hey, who cares? It's YouTube. You can do that. Do what you want. Just ask Logan Paul. So it's convincing victory for Professor Green's team against J2K Bizzle.
So joining me right now is Mr. J2K. He's not happy. You're not happy, are you?
Not happy, man. We lost today, man. We lost, man. But I don't even know. It's not even a but. We just lost. and we'll come back again next week. Man.
So what do you think happened? What happened today?
Do you know what? They're an organised team that have a lot. Not to say we're not organised, but again, we're just a new team still. Everybody's still getting to know each other. But we did well, man, considering. But I know next week, the little errors that happened today won't happen because we picked it up a bit in the second half. You know what I'm saying? The score was like 1-0 in the second half or whatever it was like that. So, you know what I mean? There's a bit of a development there. So, that's something to look forward to, but I'm vexed.
Welcome to Starz League Week 2. I'm Mark Pendergast, and this is Rudimental versus Tizzy. Low to the ground our camera, little dink over the top so you can do a long ball in a small-sided game as well. Making the early running at Rudimental in the white. Neat passing right to left. Aaron Clark there moving the ball back and forth. Also the foot. And we have our first goal of the day. Once again, dominating the possession and getting the shots on target. Rudimental. With a fine finish, moving left to right. Right to left. I'll get it right one day. More low-level cam now as we watch Rudimental on the attack. So quick to the ball. There's a shot. Well, barely. Nice pass to the keeper. So with their first efforts. Crashing effort. Off the side, then it bounces off the roof. So we get the free kick. Again, Rudimental pounce on any mistakes. Easy as you like. Not even celebrating too much. Not a high five even for that one. Just a low one. Clark again picks it up. His favourite is with the sole of the foot. There you go. Close up for you. Touch, touch, touch. Bamboozle. That's at normal speed, by the way. On the far side. Free kick for Rudimental. Another chance for the goal. And it is. Crashed in on the volley. Across the goalkeeper. Can't get his hand out to it. He's just bracing himself. No chance for him at all. Rare moment of coordination there for Tizzy as they move forward. Goalkeeper does well, gets down to his right-hand side. Boxed in there. Can Tizzy win it? They can't. But give it straight away. Story of their night, really. Chance now for Rudimental. Good save by the keeper. Hung on eventually. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Smiles all round from Rudimental. Casual as you like. Goalkeeper helpfully gets out of the way as well. After giving them the ball. I think we need to check if anything went on in the car park before the game there. Good save there. Redeemed himself down to his left-hand side. Rudimental now with the shot, and it's in off the keeper. Well, they can't score under their own steam. So it takes the goalkeeper and the wall and a ricochet, touch a pinball, and finally, Tizzy get that goal. OG. Good play in the midfield. Very good play now in the opponent's half. Goalkeeper gets down really well again. Back of his head, not involved. Rare sloppy play from Rudimental. Final whistle is there. Hugs all round. Maybe a few tears from Tizzy. Great result for Rudimental. 4-1 the scoreline.
And that was the remaining games. Rudimental's team winning 4-1. And J2K's team also getting a comprehensive 4-1 win as well. And that is the end of Week 2's games. Who do you feel the most confident about after looking at some of these teams?
Big Zoops.
Big Zoops team.
Big Zoops. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
They got the structure, they've got the ability, they've got the support.
Definitely.
Where do you reckon some of their weaknesses are before we leave? If any.
Have they really been tested?
This is my thing. Do you know where I feel like if they do lack anywhere, where they might lack is just being too boisterous.
Yeah, and relying on the...
And just, you know them ones. Just like, we got England and them and them.
Send them in on the tackle now.
Yeah. Man, I have to see them play without woolly hat.
Yeah.
Without the woolly hat.
Or when man are pressing on woolly hat.
And
he's not having the game that he thinks he wants to have today. From the off. So that's when you kind of see who's who. That's what builds character. That's what you see. You know? So
for me, the real test is the Racing goal. The Zeeks team, if they're really hard, man, and they want to unite, put the Racing goal. Just saying. All right, before we do leave, we are going to have some people trying to do kick-ups. Obviously, I want to be involved. I've actually retired from football. But thank you so much for joining us here at Starz League. Next week, same time, same place. It is Valentine's Day. I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. If you don't, I'm not really interested. All right, guys. You lot stay here, do your kick-ups. I'm going to leave. Cameraman, get this off me, man. Get this off me, man.